Okay, what I'm going to try to do today is show that there's a little bit of interest in Florida to solar. If you look on top of that house right there, you see the black panels? That's solar. I should have brought my big camera because it's got a much better zoom on it, but it's already set up for the W&L show, and I don't want to move it. But yeah, there's one right there. That's solar for the house. You won't see a lot of solar for electricity anyway, but there are some. Most of the solar you see around me anyway is solar for swimming pools, which is not the same thing at all. I could do a whole video just on that. Well, I don't see any over here. I thought there's a swimming pool there. There's probably solar for that house, but I don't see it on the front side. They try to put most of the solar on the south side of a house because that's where you get the most sun. I'll go down this road and look around. Our yards right now is starting to green back up. I don't know if you guys can see it on this camera. It's turning into our spring. You'll see brown spots in the yard, but then if you look really, really close, and like I said, I don't know if this camera will show it or not, but you see green starting to happen again. There's solar for a swimming pool right there on the side of that house. Let me go back. But I don't know if you guys got, there's the right there. See on the side of that house there, how solar is? Those are not solar panels. That's just, it's like a black cloth. It collects the heat of the sun, and underneath of those cloths are black water pipes. And there's a pump at the ground. It takes the water from the swimming pool, pumps it up to the roof, through those black pipes, underneath the black cloth panels, and that's how it heats the water. It's through the sun. And if the water's hot enough for you, then what they do is they just shut the pump off so it doesn't pump any more water. See that fence there around that house right there? That's the same model house that I've got. I like that. I'm thinking real serious about going down and architect review committee and get my permission to have that put in. I haven't gotten an estimate or anything yet, so I really don't know what it would cost. Go by our rec center. This is my rec center here at mine, our area, Manatee. Anybody can go to anybody's rec center. It's just that most people just kind of hang around their neighborhood where their rec stuff is, and that's where they go. But some of these tournaments and some of these little contests they have, they move them from one place to another. So if you want to do that, you'll have to travel to whatever rec center that they're referring to for that game or contest that you're wanting to do. I know you really can't tell, but I'm a little bit away from the pickleball court, and the pickleball courts aren't full. There's only, looks like only 3 courts being used. I think there's a total of 6. Find out what it is that you really want to do, and that'll narrow your search down a lot, because you're going to want to buy a home in an area that's fairly close, I would think, to what it is you really want to do. Like if you want to really play golf, and you really are interested in playing the free golf, which is executive courses, not the country clubs. So you'll want to buy a home as close to as many executive courses, or within a decent golf cart ride of a lot of executive courses as you can. So when you get the map out, whether you buy in a new area or an old area, it makes no difference. That will narrow your search down. If you want to go to the rec centers and play pool every day, because at our rec centers is where the pool tables are at, then no matter what neighborhood you're in, you're going to want to buy a house close to that, so you can just go up there and play whatever. Cards, pool, all kinds of stuff at the rec centers. But another decision you got to make, you think, well, I like to live real close to a rec center so I can just walk to the pool. Well, that's a good idea. But hear that? And this ain't even busy day. This is Sunday. Everybody's probably out to dinner or wherever, but there's only, like I say, only 3 courts being used. But that's what you're going to hear from 7 o'clock in the morning until, I don't even know what time they close these things. Dark, dusk, all day. If you lived in that house right over there, and you were sitting in your lanai, which is right here in the back, on the other side of those bushes, you're going to hear that all day, every day. Just like if you want to buy a house close to the square, people say that all the time. I want to be right as close to the square as I can. That's fine, especially if you like to go dancing every night and things like that. But just know this, the closer you are to a square, any square, the music starts at 5 o'clock, doesn't end till 9 o'clock. And you're going to hear that every night, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Just know that you're going to have to listen to it. Let's get a little closer. Looks like we're down to two courts. A whole bunch of lady players are walking off, so. Don't you just love the landscaping though around the villages? The bamboo, the privacy hedges and everything. Just a point of notification that a lot of people may or may not realize that in our area, District 10 anyway, there's a height restriction on these bushes. A lot of people plant them in their backyard, and I've just noticed them. They're letting them grow to 6, 7, 8 feet tall, and they're not trimming them. Your deed restriction says those are going to only be 4 feet tall. Now the bamboo, I'm not sure how they get by with that, but apparently the bushes right there, 4 feet tall. That's the 4 feet tall. That's the height restriction on them bushes.
At me, I know you see my knees go weak, trying to keep it together. Hey boy, every time you say goodbye, every time you say goodnight, I wanna steal you away forever. Oh, we can go across the oceans and see the world tonight. Oh, say hello to the mountains and watch the new sunrise. But no matter what the country, the city, the street, by land or by sea, together forever is my favorite place to be. Hey girl, I never ever thought we'd be, I never ever thought I'd see. Then I saw your smile. Hey girl, I never ever thought I'd show exactly what I'm feeling, no. But it's impossible to hide. Oh, we can go across the oceans and see the world tonight. Oh, say hello to the mountains and watch the new sunrise. But no matter what the country, the city, the street, by land or by sea, together forever is my favorite place to be. Together forever.
You know, as I drive around in a golf cart, I've seen all this stuff so many times that to me, it just seems like just the same old stuff, just kind of boring looking stuff. But I have to remember there's so many people that watches all these different types of videos that you're getting something out of this because you don't live here. And I'm just kind of curious. Put it in the comments down below if you would. When you watch these videos, the golf cart videos, and we just ride around and looking at different neighborhoods, or I don't know, just looking at different stuff. What do you see? What are you looking at? What's interesting to you? That's really what I want to know. Is what do you find interesting about these golf cart ride-alongs? The houses and how they're built, how the landscaping is, the I don't know, just whatever. I mean, what is it you see? Tell me what it is you look for. I'll tell you the one thing that I notice about almost all of the villages is the cleanliness. No trash in the street, and if you see anything in a road or whatever, it's usually because a contractor, or even somebody in a golf cart for that matter, has got something they threw in a basket in the back, pickup truck, they throw stuff in the back, it's not fastened down, and the wind blew it out and it ends up on our road. That's really inexcusable. People ought to know better than that, but anyway, that's what happens. So trash here kind of sticks out like a sore thumb because we just don't have any. And I'm not bragging, I'm just saying that's the cleanliness. That's the cleanliness of this place. That's why we pay things like maintenance fees, is to keep it this way. And I personally have no problem with that. Here's a roundabout. Pretty typical of all roundabouts here. I just thought some of you that maybe hasn't really did very many roundabouts to see how they are on a typical day. As you can see, it's generally not a big deal. During, I'll say, peak travel, they can be a big deal. Like, we do have a 5 o'clock rush, believe that or not. A lot of people here do work part-time. A lot of people around the villages uses our roads, the villages' roads, for shortcuts. You see new flowers, they just put all these new flowers in not too long ago, there and over there and back there around the entrance to our area. Right there is flowers. I personally love it that they keep flowers going here all the time. The landscaping, the wildlife that's here that walks around, and things. And you got to be careful about some of the wildlife, but I still love it. As long as people are doing what they're supposed to be doing, it just keeps traffic flowing. There's no stopping at a stoplight. It just keeps traffic moving. That's what they're about. But some people come down here and I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what they're thinking. They do some of the silliest stuff. I've already recorded a lot of it. I put it on my videos. How people will go in a roundabout and go the wrong direction. I don't know how that happens. People are getting a roundabout and they'll pass up their exit and they'll stop and back up. That's the dumbest thing I ever seen. It's a circle. You miss your exit, just go on around a circle and do it again. It's no big deal. But don't stop, ever. So, see you guys seeing a roundabout. I know it's boring, but kind of gives you an idea what they are and how they work and how the average person don't have a problem with it. Notice how our golf cart trails has that concrete ribbon on all the edges. That's what I'm talking about down there in the Finney area. I rode around on so many golf cart trails down there that they did not put that in. And where the golf carts run on the edge right there, it's starting to flake off already. On these new trails, they're flaking off. You better hold the developer's feet to the fire and make him pay for it while it's still under his control. Because if you don't, the day's going to come, they're going to want to do a $1 million investment to fix all that stuff. And you're going, as residents, you're going to be held liable for it. Here's the road down to the tunnel to get you to the other side. You see that guy there coming down and going across. Then on this side, it's the same thing. It's almost like a little exit ramp on each side of that tunnel to the golf cart trail over there. And you go down there and you can make a right, go under the tunnel. You say, why would you do that? Well, on this side, if I go down, say, to Brownwood, on this side of the golf cart trail, it's just a straight shot down there, really. I do go right by the Brownwood wood shop. So if I want to go to the wood shop, I want to be on this side of Buena Vista, which is over there. If, let's say, I want to go to Eisenhower Center, then I'm going to want to go to this tunnel and get to the other side over there, because the Eisenhower Rec Center is on the other side of Buena Vista over there. And then I can go to Eisenhower Center, and also I can go down to Brownwood on the other side also. I mean, both sides will get you down there. Looks like I need to replace these flowers right here. I don't know, that's the way they're supposed to look or something, but it looks like to me that maybe that cold weather we had a few days ago killed them out. Today, I don't know what this weather is. How cold can it be? I got my shorts on, got my t-shirt on, sun's out, a little cloudy up there. You guys can see it. Tell you something else you got to beware of. It's just another one of them things that I do understand, but it's dangerous. And for a golf cart driver, or especially new people that's not used to this, especially during snowbird season, there's a lot of cyclists down here, a lot. But if it's raining out, what they'll do is they'll pull their bicycles in groups under the tunnels to get out of the rain, and then they stop in there. Here you are in a golf cart driving down through there, and you turn right in the tunnel, and there might be 5 people just sitting right there in the middle of the tunnel. There's some solar on that house right there. Can you guys see it? Like I say, you won't see a tremendous amount of solar, but you will see some here and there. And I have noticed, I've been in this neighborhood now for 7 years, going on 8. And when I first moved here, of course, there was no solar. And now there's more and more, and I'm seeing more and more being installed throughout the villages, not just here. So I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know exactly where you make any money. I don't know anything about that, other than our guest we're going to have on Wednesday Night Live is going to explain all that.